So Omar's not here.
Omar is no more.
Fucking son of a bitch.
Bastard.
Got him.
But we're still here.
Jesus Christ, our first video podcast.
We'd like to welcome you all to our show, the Hobbyist Podcast. It is one of the most entertaining things you'll ever experience. We talk about love, relationships,
Loss,
sadness.
Every happiness.
I've lost a grandma, 2 grandfathers in the past year. I'm the closest to death I've ever been.
and occasionally
It's terrifying.
you get to even talk about video games sometimes.
Rarely, though.
Other stuff, We get everything, really.
We got everything.
Podcast.
Okay, let's do introductions since you only know us by voice.
Yeah, this is the first time you've seen us.
Yeah.
How do I look?
If you were wondering what Omar looked like, well,
Looks like a bitch.
you're not going to
He's-
find out on this
He's
episode.
fucking Nomar, boy.
Yeah, he sucks.
Yo. The name's Paul Finley, and I'm coming at you live by the power of the world.
The name is Andrew Finley. I'm here to entertain you all.
DJ C. Diggy.
Wow.
Nick, bringing those hot facts for you.
Factoids and the actoids.
I'm Kyle. I'm just here for the show.
Yeah, he's hard-headed, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Head motherfucker.
So, the final reveal of Smash Bros. Happened 2 weeks ago, I believe it is.
2
now.
weeks ago. Yeah, it's been a while
Yeah,
since we've done a
Thanksgiving.
podcast, so there's been some
Give your
time.
thanks. But Smash Bros. Is just on the cusp of coming out. I believe the 7th.
Yeah, December 7th.
December
That's
7th.
soon.
The day that lived in infamy.
Yeah.
1941.
Thank you, Japan. Giving back for what you sick mofos did to our
It was
brothers.
pretty fucked up, but
All is
Smash
forgiven.
I love you guys now.
Smash
forgive
is
and
pretty
forget.
sweet.
Yeah, no, it's good. But they are kind of making us fucking wait for Piranha Boy coming out, Piranha Plant. I'm conflicted about that. Like, what's with that?
What?
Yeah, we were
Announced
talking about
DLC
this
because
the
it's
other day.
free LC is the real problem. I have it's like, oh, we're giving it to you for free.
Why not just have it in the base
Yeah,
game?
because that's what I'm most excited for, if I'm being frank.
Yeah, we were talking about this the other night. I just think it's almost like it's kind of fucked up that even like consider making stuff after the game's out when you haven't finished the game.
Yeah, you haven't fucking
Like
released it.
just
Like,
make the game and then worry about
What's
stuff
coming later.
afterwards. Like I'm
Yeah.
perfectly fine with like a 6-month silence from the company after they release a game.
Yeah, and-
Like
yeah.
it's cool. I can chill for a little bit and just play the game.
Yeah, and I don't need like the bait of having like, oh, you get this new character. Like I'm gonna play your game for 7 months straight when the game comes out. You
Yeah,
know?
at least.
So I don't. Yeah.
I don't know. But I think people are a little too... Well, the DLC part is kind of bullshit how they're saying that, but...
Yeah, at least they're not doing like a what's it called, the season pass thing.
Yeah,
that's
that'd
the
be
real
awesome.
worst. When it's
That would
like,
piss me off a
give
lot.
us your money before it's even fucking out.
Yeah.
So, no.
Nintendo would have went down the pooper with that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, I'm not that butthurt about it. I'm just kind of conflicted. Like,
Yeah.
why you do this, Nintendo?
And
Yeah, I mean they're certainly going about it better than like
Yeah.
the,
most
the
of it.
season passes like Fallout and
yeah.
Battlefield. And, I mean there's so many fucking games that do that at this point. Even BioShock Infinite did that, I think, way back in like 2013. Like
Yeah.
that's kind of been a thing going on for a while.
Yeah.
No, yeah, definitely.
And
Pretty stupid. Pisses me off.
Speaking of Fallout, has anyone got that new one yet? The new
Well,
I know Omar's been playing it.
He could have talked about that.
The only one that says it's a good game, fuck you, Omar. Game looks like shit. You're an idiot.
Omar's the only
Yeah.
one dedicated to that shit.
I can't say I don't do any of you guys really like Fallout.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I liked
I like-
the original
I'm really
too.
not a
When
huge
Bethesda,
fan.
when
Yeah,
Bethesda took it
I
over,
enjoy it.
But yeah,
I didn't really like it. The
I mean,
direction
Fallout's
Bethesda
like
took it in.
straight up top 3 series like of all time for me as a franchise. You know, like
Yeah.
one of my favorite
Yeah.
franchises out there. And just all the marketing, like I can't even say if it's a good game or not. I haven't played it,
yeah,
but all the marketing for the new Fallout, like everything they talk about, like like online co-op with your friends, like build sweet bases,
Yeah.
like that's all cool. Like
Minecraft.
none of those selling points are a reason I like that franchise.
Yeah, give us.
So I just have no interest in even like picking it. I might Redbox it. I saw today at Kroger that
for $1.
Redbox machine
for like
has
a
it.
week, maybe.
So maybe I'll do that, but just none of the things that like draw me to that franchise seem that prominent in the new game. Besides, it's an open world Fallout.
What do you
Like
guys
it's
think
another part of that
of the
universe.
no NPC thing.
That's
That's a
retarded.
huge negative.
stupid.
A
Yeah,
huge
exactly.
negative. The main point, I'd say, the main crux of the fun of the franchise is interacting with quests. And
It's like that's what
doing
it's
radiant
built on.
quest lines is the game. Like,
Yeah.
How do you have an RPG with any sort of story without NPCs? We got hollowed pigs. Yeah, fuck that. I don't
That's
want to
just-
listen to a voice recording.
Yeah, and-
that's lazy.
And the thing about that is it's like, oh, we got holotapes. All the story is through these tapes hidden throughout the world, and you're just like,
every Fallout's had that. That's not a new thing. Literally, like Fallout 3 had that. 2007.
not even every Fallout's had that. It's like most games of that genre have that
It's like
concept
every
in it.
open world RPG.
Yeah.
That's not a story. That's just like world building. That's
Yeah,
just
no.
fleshing out
Yeah.
like stuff. Totally. And
It's
Fuck you, Bethesda.
I think just the like
Yeah.
definition of role playing game when it comes to like a video game has kind of changed a lot over
For
like the
role-playing,
last
like-
decade or two.
Yeah.
Well, because like way back, like in the 90s, you know, when the original Fallouts came out, like Baldur's Gate, like all those really old
Yeah,
RPGs, they were actively trying to recreate like a tabletop role playing game
Yeah,
experience.
and
Like that was
totally-
actively
yeah,
the
that's
goal of those games.
and they
Like,
were fun.
we want to give you option, like you enter a scenario and you can just fuck around and like do whatever you want. Oh, this guy like tries to give you a quest, fucking like bash his brains in instead and just
Yeah.
see what happens to the main storyline. Like,
Yeah.
how
I
does
agree
that
with
change everything?
Dude, totally.
And like actively trying to like fuck around with the world was a huge part of the draw. And now, like, I mean, I haven't played 76, but Fallout 4, like you can't even like kill half the NPCs in the
No,
game
man.
because it would
Holy
ruin the narrative. Like
Yeah.
they have this like fucking
Laid
point by
out.
point storyline decided that you're gonna go through and
No, yeah.
but
definitely.
back to my original point, I feel like the term role playing game at this point, just like if you level up in your game, you can just claim your
Yeah, that's
your
your
at this
point.
point. Like that's what it is now,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like
I kinda
no,
agree
one of
with
my
that.
favorite franchises of all time, Dark Souls,
Yeah, that's what I was
markets
gonna
itself as a role playing game. Those are not fucking role playing games. You
They're
don't role
action.
play
Yeah, you
Dark
don't
Souls.
take. Well,
I mean, you can kind of like
actually you could, I think, but like generically, it's
like
not.
you're pretty. It's just a
Yeah.
fight. It's an action game. You go
Yeah.
in the rooms, you fight the boss, and that's nothing. There's nothing wrong with that. That's perfectly
Yeah,
fine.
There's nothing wrong
But,
with
like-
games in general.
No, yeah, Dark Souls kicks ass.
Yeah.
Like, we're not shitting on it by any means. It's just
Not.
It's not
But
a
like you don't
RPG.
role play. You don't like when you start the game. You don't sit down and think like this is like the personality that I want my character to have,
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
this is like how he views the world, and like
Yeah.
pretty much the extent of it. And like the Souls game is like, what weapon and armor do I use? Like,
Yeah.
how am I killing everything that I see? Am I killing everything I see with magic, or am I killing everything I see with a giant
Big
hammer?
ass motherfucker.
Because like no matter what, you're doing the same fucking thing.
Yeah,
Like.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that.
Or even to a lesser extent, I think that same argument could kind of be put towards like Witcher and Mass Effect. Because in those games, like while
Well,
you
but
do get to
you're-
make choices, you're never not Geralt or Captain Shepard, Commander
Yeah,
Shepard.
yeah.
Like you're that character.
Yeah.
You can kind of adapt how they are a little bit, but you're still that
But
guy.
you're playing the role of that
Yeah,
character,
yeah, that's-
so it's role playing.
Yeah, it is.
It
but
does.
That's
in my
what I'm
mind,
saying.
I think like choosing is
Yeah.
part of that. Like
I like
how
games
you
But
like
wanna
those
do
are
choice.
just two different kinds of role playing games. It doesn't
Yeah.
make the other one not a role playing game.
Mhm.
It's just
That's
like
true.
a different kind of
Yeah,
game.
That's true.
And you definitely make decisions that impact quests. I will admit, most of the time it's pretty self-contained to that plot or that quest line. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you can like fuck it up and do different things.
Well, and more for Mass Effect than for Witcher. I think Witcher did a great job of having actually like kind of tough moral choices in it. Of like, I really like neither of these are really good. Neither is either really.
Yeah.
At the
Bad.
same time, though, Witcher, dude, I've never had a game ever even try to engage me in like, who do I want to marry? It's a it and fucking nailed it. I'm just like, oh my god, Tess, I want to marry Tess. She's so much better than Yennefer. But then it's like, Yennefer, I've been with her forever. We played 2 games together and we're in love.
That's cool. I get that.
I've never been challenged like that. And it did challenge me.
Mass Effect more so than Witcher in this sense, but I still actually thought Witcher a little bit had that. Is the choices are very black and white. Kind of just like, am I going to be a dickhead or am I going to be nice? Yeah, and that's about the end of it. Like, that doesn't really satisfy my hardcore, like, I want to role play itch. You know, I don't just want to be like asshole or good guy. Like, I want to pick like personality. Like, I'm talkative, or like you're the quiet type, or like you can be a bad guy, but you can be very charismatic and like and like nice to people and like trick people. You know, or you can
A good game for that is Divinity Original Sin. Mm-hmm. I got the second one. I've had it for a while, and then one of our cousins, Uncle D, and his friends just got it, so I've been playing a little bit with them. That game
Uncle D.
Yeah.
That's his name. Cousin Uncle D.
Classic podcast, yes, Uncle D.
Anyways, that game is exactly what Nick was talking about. It's basically D&D, but a video game. It's so fucking fun. You get to do whatever you want.
I've only done the first one. It was awesome.
It's so great.
Super sick.
I've played some of that game, and I do appreciate how the game straight up rolls the dice for you, like in the game. Like, that's really cool to me.
Yeah, they're just not even trying to hide like the fact. They're like, this is D&D in a video game, and it's great.
No. Here you go. I do.
You're gonna fucking love it, and it's awesome.
No, definitely. But, dude, I was playing. I haven't sat down and played a game that I know was going to be shitty in so long.
Okay.
But I was hanging out with Jack, and he was just like, dude, I want to buy this game. And I was like, why? But it's called Late Shift on the Switch. $10 game. It's a movie.
It's $10?
It's a movie decision game.
Oh, I think I've seen
like a choose your own adventure.
Yeah, choose your own adventure.
Okay,
That's what I was saying before. But watching the trailer, I was like, this game is not going to be good. It's not going to be good. And for what it was, like, it could have been good, except for total spoiler. Turn off for a minute if you want to play Late Shift and not get spoilers.
I'll clap for the begin the spoilers, and I'll clap again when the spoilers are
but
done.
when you see that clap,
visual
tune
medium,
back
baby.
in, baby. But it ended, and we totally fucked up the story. Girlfriend died. We failed the heist.
Is this like a drama? Like, is it real?
It's like a spy movie. It's essentially a spy movie.
Yeah.
Your girlfriend died. Failed the heist. You walk in, see your girlfriend dead on the floor. I think she killed herself. You walk in. Oh my God, you're dead. What the hell? This knife? Cuts, cops bust in the door, arrest you for killing your girlfriend. The game, and we're just like,
Go.
I mean, I can't recommend it more. Late Shift.
There we go.
We're back, baby. Late Shift. Buy the game. Give your money to the Late Shift boys. Great producers, great guys. Keep it real.
Love to hear it.
But yeah, that was a little adventure. I hadn't specifically gone into a shitty game in so long, and I enjoyed it.
That's fine. I think one of the last intentionally shitty games I played, because that's like, it's not like watching a shitty movie where it's just like an hour and a half.
Yeah,
whatever. Like, if you're gonna sit down
and
actually try to play a shitty game, like, that's a lot of time that you're dedicating to that. Do you remember 50 Cent, Blood on the Sand?
I do remember 50 Cent.
I think I may have actually played
Cover,
I think
base,
he did,
driving around like
shooter,
a giant armored cars, gunning people down.
fighting Al Qaeda because they stole your crystal skull that was your payment for a rap concert in the Middle East.
Oh my. It's like Indiana Jones, Crystal Skull, GTA, and a rapper.
Yeah, and the soundtrack is just all like 50 Cent, like old like 2000s gangster rap.
Oh yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, dude. That game was bizarre.
But I couldn't get through it. I mean, it was like there's literally so you have it's been like a year or two since I played this. You get like a score like throughout the level, and they like rate you at the end. Kind of Metal Gear-y in that sense.
Yeah.
Very influenced by Metal Gear. 50 Cent Blood on the Sand.
Great game.
But, there's a button in the game that's literally it's called the taunt button, and you press the button, and 50 Cent swears, and that's what the button does. But if you press it after you kill someone, you get like bonus points for dissing them as they're dying.
Hell yeah.
You mow someone down, press the button, and then 50 Cents just fuck you, bitch.
I don't know what I want more life than 50 Cent mowing people down.
And cursing afterwards.
Fucking piece of fucking shit.
Calling people out, yeah, no.
Yeah, 50 Cent.
That game was. I couldn't get through it. I'll say that.
Yeah.
I think I got like glitched in a wall at one point.
Of course, just like the best fucking game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's a good anime that's just been starting up. Little unknown one.
Little something.
A little something no one really knows. It's called JoJo's Bizarre Adventures.
Yeah.
Tell me more.
That sounds awesome.
It's part 5, Vento Oreo, or as I like to call it, Vento Oreo.
Okay, Vento
Yeah.
Oreo.
It's a classic JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. Punch ghosts beating up other punch ghosts, but this got a little twist. It's set in Italy. And the main character is a gang star.
Oh my god!
You heard me right, gang star.
Gang star.
Oh my god.
They say, and spoiler alert, main character Giorno Giovanna.
Geo.
Left after it. How are they supposed to know when to start cutting it?
You fucked up.
Alright, podcast over. That's the end.
It's over. The cast.
The flow's ruined.
Yeah, leave.
Grab me a beer while you're up.
There's been a murder.
Well, anyways, at the very first episode, he says, "I don't like to say the same thing twice," and then literally says the same line 20 times per episode. I, Giorno Giovanna, have a dream. What's his dream? To become the ultimate gang star. That's dream in the world.
This is
story.
part 5 of JoJo.
Part 5.
Yeah.
Fifth part in a great series.
Does it? I mean, is it continuing the trend of just like being totally different?
Yeah,
than, like,
it's
all
real
Disney
different.
parts?
It's
How far?
They're like
episode 7 or 8. I think it's 8 just got released.
Are they gonna make it 24?
It's gonna be a 39 part.
39.
39 episodes. Part 4 was 39 as well.
Yeah.
Really?
Part 3 was actually like 48. So,
Yeah, part 3 was fucking huge.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
Part 3's a beast.
I've read all the manga for it, and I have to say, Part 5 consistently has the best fights out of any part. So,
Part 5 does.
yeah, so I'm real hyped for the anime fights. Last one that just happened was pretty fucking sweet.
Are you reading the manga as you
Yeah.
watch it? So you read it and watch it?
Well, no, I've read all of the manga.
Okay.
So, part 8 is the
Fucking
latest
weed.
part that's out right now. Yeah. Konnichiwa! Anyways, part 8's the most recent part out, and it's more of a mystery. We're like real far in, and we still have no idea what the fuck's going on.
Okay.
And anyways,
But is the manga finished at this point?
no, no one has any idea when Araki's gonna
Araki just-
finish it. He'll probably drop down dead before JoJo ends.
Yeah.
Is he still doing the Steel Ball Run?
Steel Ball Run was part 7. It's over now.
What's the current part?
It's part 8, Joe Jolian, where the main character
Jolie.
the main character has 4 nuts. 4 of them.
Tell me
There's
that's
some
a
weird
legit
like
plot.
alternate universe shit going on.
Yeah, and part 6, some weird shit happens at the end.
But you haven't got that far yet.
Tell me-
not in the anime, but in the manga.
In the manga, you
I'm
have.
as caught up as can be.
And
Yeah.
are they ever going to connect?
Probably not, because there's just little callbacks to the other characters in the newer parts. Like part 6 is like ends that timeline with some weird ass shit.
And you don't think they're ever going to wrap it back around to the original?
Well, knowing Araki, probably not. He's notorious for writing as he goes.
Yeah, I know.
Is he just totally like off the cuff?
Well,
Yeah.
like he'll forget powers that
Yeah.
he's given to certain characters.
Yeah.
in Stardust Crusaders, literally the first episode, you meet one of like JoJo's main sidekicks.
Yeah.
It's revealed that he has the ability to literally control people. Like he can like slither his stand inside someone's throat and can like make them say stuff and can totally like control them and make them do whatever he wants.
Never uses it.
Never even mentioned again.
Yeah. That's it.
The rest of the show.
Yeah.
Only in that episode.
Yeah.
That'd be there's so many situations that could have got them out of.
Yeah, that's such an OP thing. Like, honestly.
He just totally forgets it.
He does it in part 5 as well.
All he gets after that is just Emerald Splash. No one can deflect the Emerald Splash. Literally, it's like the only thing he does after that part. In the first episode, the motherfucker's like 4 or 5 powers.
Yeah.
Including the ability he paints a picture of JoJo.
Yeah.
And then dips the like brush in red ink. And whenever he like draws a cut on the picture of JoJo like actually gets wounded. That never comes up again.
Yeah, that would be so
like,
Best part is Nick. You called him a motherfucker. There's interestingly enough, Kakuin is a MILF lover. It's
shit.
you remember at the very beginning, he's like JoJo's mom. JoJo's mom is like dying. He says, "She's the nicest lady ever. If I marry someone, I want it to be just like her." And it's like, what the fuck? You met her for like 5
someone
minutes.
has to be gentlemanly, dude. Since you know fucking Jotaro isn't standing there just brooding all the time. You fucking bitch! I'm here to save the day after everyone gets their ass kicked.
Do they like actually cuss a lot in that show?
Yeah, they do.
That's pretty good about.
But I was reading some article. This is gonna get away from like video games and stuff, sort of.
Let's go.
I was reading some article like a month or so ago about how I guess like they don't have swear words in Japan. Like there aren't words that are considered like taboo ever. Like you can use words in a really rude way, but like they don't have like swear words in the sense that we
have like words.
Yeah, like
fuck. Yeah, that like you just can't ever say that word like around your parents, you know, or something like that. So that's also I think why like in a lot of subs of like anime, it's always just like, oh, that's bullshit, or like you bastard. Like they love saying you bastard. You know?
And also like
they just have like equivalents to our words, but they're not really viewed the same.
And
way,
like
kites.
Like they do so much, and I
could be speaking out of my ass there though, but
I don't know.
I know.
Culture. Yeah, that's a Nick fact.
That's a Nick fact coming straight at you.
A live Nick fact.
Look it up for yourself. See if I'm right or not. Email in next week and tell us if I was right.
Is this a Nick fact? We'll never know. But
Okay.
Dude, I watched fucking Scout Pilgrim.
Oh my god!
And I've never read Scout Pilgrim. I just fucking watched it, like, totally out of the blue, because I kind of wanted, like, a comedy movie. And, dude, that movie is so funny. Michael Cera is just a perfect Scott Pilgrim. He's just so cringy, and it's supposed to be like a 20-year-old, but like a high school love story, essentially. And it is so cringy.
It's just like so goofy, and like all the things that they're into, like his friend group in Scott Pilgrim, I think is like weirdly relatable for how like over the top and crazy it is.
Yeah,
it's like they just like rock music and video games and like chilling around. Like
how it plays out is like it's like weirdly relatable, and they just make it so fucking hilarious. It's absurd.
Yeah. I saw the movie forever ago and don't really remember it, but I'm a huge fucking fan of the comic, dude. I mean, like probably my favorite comic series of all time. Not that I've read that many. But I really do like the Scott Pilgrim comics a shit ton. They are great.
Yeah, I'd like to read it after watching the show.
I can get them to you.
Yeah,
super easy. I mean, there's 6 books, and each one's like maybe 40 minutes to read. I mean, you can just power through them really easy.
I cannot recommend that movie more. Like I fucking out of the blue watched it, like I said,
and there's so much
so good
more like them just like chilling kind of in the books because like. It's from what I remember about the movie, they spent a lot of time on the first comic, like straight up the entire first like half hour, 40 minutes of the movie. I think is just the first volume, and then like after that, pretty much each book gets like a scene in terms of like it just like jumps to that book's fight because like each book kind of has one major like ex-boyfriend
that
he has to
is
fight.
battle.
And that's pretty much all they get after a certain point in the movie, right? Like, it starts to kind of steamroll onto itself, and it's just like, oh, fight, like, bam, here's the next
they
fight, here's
just
the next
keep
fight.
coming at one
Each,
point.
like, chapter of the book, or each volume of the comic is very much like a build-up, like, all right, like, this whole book is like, we're getting ready to fight this guy.
Yeah.
Like, all right, that's over. This whole book, we're getting ready to fight this guy.
And I also wish, I don't know if it's like in the comic, that his love interest had more battles. You know, like she had to fight his.
Fights a lot.
Really?
She has a couple of fight scenes with knives.
Is that how? Because
In
in the
comic.
movie
There's like
they
a
just
whole
cut
battle
that out.
like in the mall where she fights, and Scott Pilgrim's like sisters there just like watching, like commentating the whole time.
Yeah.
Just like doesn't give a fuck that Knives and
commentary.
Ramona are fighting.
Yeah, but yeah, I love that movie. Yeah. Have you guys been watching much?
I've been watching anime
Yeah, we watched
recently.
some decent
And anime movies too.
Yeah.
Me and Cole just watched Boy and the Beast.
Dude.
And that's
Yeah.
such a
That was
good
my
movie.
second time watching it. I loved it.
It was amazing.
Hisoda's so fucking awesome. Like, his movies, his characters are so well done that you just, every character you love. Like, it's so hard to hate the characters.
They're just sweet.
Yeah, no, I totally agree.
And how that like movie ended was just so badass.
Yeah.
Too.
I'll be the. I'm not spoiling it.
Checking on
But
those cameras.
it's badass.
Making
Very
sure it's all
badass.
good.
Definitely would recommend it. And if you're into furries, that's the movie
Oh,
for you.
yeah.
I'll tell you what.
Furries
Furries
galore.
There's epic furry beefcakes, furry
Yeah.
old people, whatever you're into, really.
Furries.
Furries on furries.
Speaking of furries, Summer Wars has a lot of furries too, and it's directed by the same dude.
I
Huh.
think he just likes furries, probably.
Yeah, dude's a furry addict.
Yeah.
Have you seen Summer Wars?
Yeah, we watched that one too.
Yeah, we watched that one.
I didn't like it as much.
I kind of fell asleep during it because we watched it real late, and I don't remember it fully.
I was awake the whole time.
Sad news, I think our GoPro shitting itself.
Fuck!
We're fucked.
R.I.P.
Honey.
Oh, as I say that, it started recording again.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah, but Summer Wars, Summer Wars is his most action-heavy movie.
Really?
Yeah, I think it is.
I thought Boy and the Beast was more
Boy and the
action-packed.
Beast was more like training.
Yeah, it
the
was
training was real cool.
That was more of a coming-of-age story.
I liked
Yeah.
it a lot.
That one
It
was sweet.
Boy and the animation in it is really solid.
Oh,
the
yeah.
ending final battle is boar versus bear or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, it was.
Like, that's so fucking good.
It was a whale.
Huh?
The boar kid turned into a whale. Remember?
He read Moby Dick.
Yeah,
He read Moby Dick and he's like, I guess I'll be a whale.
And
Well,
he turned
I was saying the
just like the battle between
Oh, in the
who's
Colosseum.
next lord.
yeah.
Yeah, that was so cool.
Kametetsu! You can't lose!
Yeah, no. But those that's like honestly probably my favorite like anime director. I think is Hisoda.
Really?
Because his movies are so varied, like Boy and the Beast, epic coming of age story, and what he's just running through like it's super generic but really well done. And then Summer Wars is just the whole fucking family in that movie.
Yeah.
Is so
It's so
great.
the boat dude, the boat guy.
Yeah.
He just drops his fucking boat in the middle of the lake in their backyard or their little tiny pond. He's like, "Yep, this baby's got tons of ice on it to fucking cool down a supercomputer."
Yeah, computer.
House.
They have a whole room full of ice cubes just to chill a supercomputer.
And then I love the part where they're just like, "What the hell is wrong? Our computers get too hot."
Yeah.
They walk in there, all the ice is gone. The guy's like, "I moved into Granny's room. She was getting hot in there." What the hell?
Start using it for AC, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The movie's great.
I need to check it out. I've heard a lot about
so
from
good.
from you guys. It sounds
Yeah.
awesome.
I mean, I'm telling you, his characters that he writes are amazing.
Mm-hmm.
They are so solid. And, what was I about to say? At the same time, like, those are kind of action heavy and fairly generic. Wolf Children, which I think is his best film, but it's not action heavy at all. It's like a slice of life movie,
Mm-hmm.
but I've never loved a mom in the movie more. Like
You sound like Kakyoin now.
dude,
It's a MILF
she's a MILF. But at the same time, she's just like such a fucking G. It's like, I'm a single mom. I gotta do this. And just the whole time. Because it's like Hosoda's
Nothing more
characters.
badass, man.
Yeah.
Mom.
But it's Hosoda's
Shout out to my
characters,
mom.
dude.
Love you.
Mama, keep it real, baby. But
Mama B.
it's Hosoda's characters, so like there's literally no way you can hate on like any of them. And it's just this slice of life type thing with this mom raising 2 kids, dude. It's really fucking awesome. Brody.
Aren't they furries in that movie too?
They're wolf people.
Wolf children.
They are furries.
They're furries and everyone was
Wolf
wolf
lollies,
Yeah.
man. What those Japanese people love.
No.
Yeah,
You
no.
like
Wolf
furry.
lollies, even better.
Yeah. But as far as that movies was, trying to
All right, enough of that pussy ass anime shit.
Yeah.
Time to talk about something badass. And
Yeah.
who's seeing the new season of Attack on Titan? Say, hey!
Amazing. All I have to say.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Holy shit, dude. I'm still in shock about the fact that there even is more than one season of Attack on Titan. It was so long waiting between.
We had to wait like
No.
4 years.
It was straight up 4 years.
Like,
I watched that in like 8th grade.
It was literally like a show I loved. It was hugely instrumental in getting me into anime.
Oh, yeah.
It was
Yeah,
my
sure.
first like sub
Yeah.
anime that I really watched, and was also the first one that was like pretty fucked up. Attack on Titan is
Very
pretty
fucked
fucked up at some
Very
points.
fucked up.
I mean, very.
Definitely like not
episode.
for kids.
Mm-hmm.
And watched it, loved it, and then just kind of like forgot about it. I was so hyped for season 2 for so long, and it just kept getting delayed and pushed back and like whatever. And eventually, I just kind of forgot about
Dude,
it.
It was worth the wait for sure.
And
I
then like,
totally threw it out the window.
Yeah, I stopped.
and like I heard season 2 had eventually came out, but I like delayed on that for a long ass time
Same.
too. And then just this year, I finally dove into season 2. Fucking loved it. Are you gonna keep rudely interrupting my story?
Yeah,
Or are you
shut
gonna
up,
let me
minor.
continue?
Fuck you, whiner.
Are you a minor?
She'll
Shut
learn to
up.
know her.
Hardly know her.
But
The classic.
like, got just crazy into it again. I remembered all the reasons why I loved it, and then pretty much right after I finished season 2, season 3 started airing.
Season
And
3 was, yeah, it was.
I
fucking
personally like to wait for my anime to be done, like airing, before I start watching.
Yeah.
In my mind, an important part of the ritual of watching anime is just marathoning the fuck out of it.
The whole
Definitely
weekend.
a classic part of that whole procedure. So waited for season 3 to be done. Marathon. I think you guys have all seen it
Yeah.
at this point too, right?
I watched
Maybe not
it.
you.
Can't say I have, no.
Yeah.
You can pretend. Just
I have
for
seen
the
it.
viewers.
He
Yeah.
totally seen it.
Yeah, he's totally seen it.
Season 2 was like pretty good. Like
Season 2 is really good
I
for sure.
enjoyed it,
And season
it had like
3.
a lot of like
Ooh.
it had a lot of story. I thought season 2 was
It
probably
built
more
the world
story
a
heavy.
lot of other
Yeah.
factions.
And then, but
Yeah.
then season 3 just kicks off, and you're just like,
Oh, yeah.
like probably the most badass fight in the whole show right away.
Should we clap for spoilers? Is that something?
We're not
that
clapping, but we're going to
do?
spoil.
Yeah,
Rest, if you haven't
Well,
seen Attack on
we'll
Titan,
try to avoid spoilers for now and then, like,
No.
No, fuck that.
No.
If you haven't seen Attack on Titan Season 3, it's your fault. Fuck you.
It was
We're
good.
You heard
full
the
throttle spoiler right here, right now.
Yeah.
Let's
So-
go.
Kenny fighting Levi, episode 2, where Levi survives.
Oh,
might
shit.
be the best episode of the entire show.
That was so.
It
The
was
fight
my
was
favorite.
so
for sure.
badass, dude.
Dude, it's so dope. And, oh, fuck, when he's just running or ODMing through the streets.
Oh, damn!
It looks so good.
And
The
the-
angles and camera shots are perfect.
Yeah, and then I love
Dude, when he's in the bar,
Oh,
like, he's looking at the bottle, the lineup, Kenny.
takes a gun.
No, but, I liked what they did where,
Well, should we explain what Attack on Titan is before? I just realized we haven't really said
no,
what it
these
is,
dumb
in case
cunts
anyone
know
doesn't
what's
know.
up.
if you don't know
It's
what
an
Attack on Titan
anime
is, you're
about
dumb.
humans in a city, and giant naked people try to eat them.
And their city's surrounded by ginormous
That's-
ass walls.
That's about it. Yeah, you're caught up on Attack on Titan.
Count it.
Don't even watch the first 2 seasons.
Actually, this season that just came out, they're calling it Season 3 Part 1. And then Season 3 Part 2 is coming out in spring. Just
April,
call it
I heard,
Season 4, you fucking idiots.
Yeah,
Breaking
well,
Bad
that's how seasons
style.
work.
Very influenced by Breaking Bad, Attack on Titan. You wouldn't know that. Surface level.
Oh, I know it.
Strained it.
But they
Aaron
did
is the
it
one.
I really like how they made it like not just humans versus Titans. Instantly, when they were like, "Oh, the government's fucked up," I was so in. I was so in.
Well, they
like,
like have hints about it throughout the show.
Yeah,
a little
yeah,
bit. But
yeah.
I agree. I thought it was super refreshing.
At first.
Awesome.
I was actually pissed off about that part. But then they got deeper into it, and I was like, no, this is
That's
fucking
sweet.
sweet.
yeah, it was so cool having just different combat. It changed the combat.
Yeah.
Completely.
Yeah, they have
Completely.
just guns now. Like
Yeah.
that's a big thing. Firearms were always like in the world of Attack on Titan.
But pretty useless.
But
Yeah, but they were not like relevant at all. Classic anime.
Yeah.
What's more damaging than a bullet? Fucking sword, of course.
Yeah.
Well, if you listen to Froggy Fresh, you know gun beats sword in an Attack on Titan. That is the case with
This
humans.
is well, Froggy
Yeah.
Fresh speaks the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah, he only speaks
Your
truth.
girlfriend's a bitch.
The whole truth.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Wait.
But
Nothing, so help me God.
But I thought, like, when episode 2, when Levi's just fighting, it was like the coolest thing ever because even just in that one episode, you see Levi just like how good he is at fighting because he
Yeah.
just learns and adapts his combat to fight humans
Oh
instantly.
yeah.
Yeah.
And he's just fighting these people trained to kill him, pretty much.
Yeah, no,
like they're
totally.
trained to kill him, and then he
Then
just
there's
like,
that-
goes off.
Dude,
And it's
there's
like-
that line from the like chick right underneath Kenny, her like second second
yeah.
man.
her.
Yeah.
That's literally like the second time they go to fight Levi, she's just like, everyone, like you've got to be going 112% because we completely ambushed Levi earlier and he still
solo.
killed like over a dozen of us.
Yeah.
Like,
I love that line. I was
And
about
he
to
came
talk
out
about that one
unscathed.
myself.
Yeah, like
So
Levi's
badass.
just the ultimate badass.
Spoiler alert: Aaron Yeager, main character, is actually a huge fucking bitch in the show.
Aaron Yeager, oh.
All right, here's my
Thank Kyle's off it.
here's my point about Aaron. Everyone's shitting on him, but
He's just a kid.
A bitch
Yeah.
at that though.
and in my mind, like he's going through some shit, man.
He's being a bitch. A bitch is a bitch.
Give him a break, dude.
Mentally straining for what was he supposed to be in that show? Yes, he's less
He's
than
the
20.
protagonist.
I
is
think
what
he's probably
supposed to
like
be.
18 or something maybe.
I'll give him
at
a
this
break
point.
once he starts being badass. I don't think he's been badass yet.
Mhm.
Which would be, yeah, I mean, in almost every fight he gets the titty wompers kicked out.
Yeah, and then there's all these
That's
other
true.
badass
Like,
characters
literally.
around him,
But
and
then,
like they're way cooler.
yeah, but when he does get his teeth kicked in, it's by the most powerful
Yeah,
bad guys that are
and-
trained
Yeah.
in there to fight, and he's just learned that he can turn into a titan.
Yeah.
Like,
he also goes
a year
fucking
ago.
hard. Like
does
every
go
every
hard.
fight he's in, it's like, oh, I lost, but I literally like gave it my all. God damn it.
Are we still talking
Yeah.
Aaron as the main character?
Well,
Yeah.
actually, I just remembered. He does do one badass thing when he does his hardening while the fuck.
Oh yeah.
When the
that
cave
was
is falling
great.
down, he hardens like.
I don't mind that so much. In my mind, and they're starting to a little bit get away from it, but like, Aaron is just about as generic a main character as you can get, in my opinion. That's like, I mean, he fills the space. I don't hate it. But for as great of a show as Attack on Titan is, I think he's a strangely generic main character.
Yeah, but I don't.
He's just like, I hate Titans, my passion, my willpower.
Yeah.
I have this special power that no one else has.
But
I don't know. He
I
seems
think
very kind of just.
I think about it and like, how else would have they made him though?
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know if he doesn't hate Titans, then like what he would.
Well, I mean, it doesn't
Like,
work.
I'm
In
not
this,
so-
it doesn't work in this show. Like for sure, like One Piece or Dragon Ball, that kind of shit
Yeah.
works. But the setting and the tone of the Attack on Titan, I don't.
Because
think it
everyone
fits
else
very
is so
Yeah.
disposable
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is fair.
as a person, and like there's a couple of characters with plot armor at this point, though.
Levi,
The entire time. But that being said,
Mikasa,
the scenes with Aaron are the least interesting scenes in the show to me. Honestly, I mean, what I find interesting from Attack on Titan is just like
Girl.
the scout regiment struggle as a whole.
kid.
Like I take them as like a full unit. Like
and that
give them all
more-
equal screen time. Like I really don't find Aaron any more interesting than any other member.
Yeah, I agree
show.
with that
Like-
100% actually. Like, I only care about the scout regiment.
Yeah, as a whole, like,
Yeah.
and something that I think they really started progressing towards in season 2 and 3 is giving the other members a lot more screen time.
No, I thought that too. Like,
Yeah,
I
like his
count-
story is huge now. Like, what
Yeah.
the fuck? That came out of nowhere. Talking about like a nobody in
yeah,
season 1.
I was just like, oh, there's that one chick that's in their same group, and then she
The
turns
other
out-
generic, blonde-haired, blue-eyed, like German chick.
Yeah.
I counted, by the way, there's 7 characters off the top of my head with plot armor.
Who do we got?
We got Armin.
Armin's gonna die. We've discussed
Yeah,
this.
this
He's
is
dead.
Wait.
This is ultimate spoiler right here. This is my plot theory.
None of us. Well, I haven't read it. Have you
I haven't
read it?
read
I
manga.
haven't read it.
The
I
show
read it.
final scene.
Thank you.
Final scene of the show. Aaron Mikasa sitting on the beach. Armin just died. Bam.
They're just
That's it. That's the end of the show.
The end of Evangelion show.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
could definitely see that because he's
Okay.
all like, "Oh, I want to see the ocean."
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
gonna be it.
That's
Yeah.
true.
He's gonna die at the end.
Yeah,
He's
I
so
can see
dead.
it.
At the end.
Okay,
Yeah.
take him out of the plot.
He has
but-
plot armor until then.
Yeah, no.
Okay, he does.
Yeah.
Mikasa does. Aaron does.
Coney.
Levi.
Coney does. Levi does.
Kanye, I could see Kanye dying.
Nah.
No, he's the Krillin character.
Yeah, he is Krillin.
He's the Krillin.
He is Krillin.
Yeah, no. I think he's invincible.
We got
Except for him and Aaron, like literally never interact with each other
Yeah.
ever.
yeah, but he's
It's like Krillin,
he's only
if
Krillin.
Goku and Krillin barely ever said a word to each other and really didn't spend that much time together or have a bond.
I mean, they're both bald
In short.
They're both bald.
and short. The Potato Girl's got plot armor.
I like her.
That
I think she semi does, but I could see. I mean, I think they're gonna be killed off. I can
And
see her and.
maybe.
You think?
I
Like
could
Jean?
Maybe.
I'll say this: I don't think they've had their arc yet.
Yeah.
I think they have plot armor
Sasha
before
kind of had
that.
her arc.
Is that
A
Potato
little
Girl?
bit.
Yeah,
I
that's
like barely
Potato Girl.
remember though. She's like a hunter, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We went
What-
to like go back to.
It's been a while since I saw season 2.
Krista definitely, or Historia, whatever her
Yeah,
name
she's
is,
got plot
definitely
armor.
has plot armor at this point.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
big time.
You know who? Well, never mind. Finish your list.
I think that
Oh,
was
yeah. That was it?
You know who is gonna die? And they literally like the end of season 3 is like just setting up like fucking might as well just have a big like flashing sign. Their drill instructor is
Commandant. The
fucking
Commandant.
dead.
So many death
As soon as he
tracks.
started getting his flashback, I was just like, "Oh, this guy's fucking dead,
fuck,
man.
buddy.
This guy is gonna sacrifice his life for
Yeah.
the team, and it'll be epic.
It'll be so
but he
cool.
is so fucking dead.
Classic MILF Hunter, too. He just loves Aaron's mom.
Yeah,
Definitely
that was
love
weird.
Aaron, Mom.
There's a lot of
They
MILF
just threw
hunters.
that in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of. I didn't like that. 'Cause I don't care about that guy's love story at all.
I don't know. It was pretty cool.
Fine. I mean,
I didn't have an issue.
Yeah.
we finally
Yeah,
found
yeah.
out who sabotaged Aaron's rig at the beginning.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was just like an unanswered question forever.
Yeah. I don't know. But as a whole, those 2 seasons, I couldn't stop watching.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding you. There's a
Oh,
night
awesome.
I work at 6
In the morning. Oh.
and I stayed up till like 2:30. I was just like, I have to know. I cannot not
Yeah.
know. Not knowing will be the death of me.
I definitely had a few days where that's all I did was. How you feeling?
Were you do what?
How you
I
feeling?
was listening.
Oh, okay.
Who's in?
Yeah, but all I did was watch Attack on Titan.
Ooh.
Like when I started, once I got into it, I was just like, well,
Yeah,
I guess
I remember
so.
that.
just watching it now.
That reminds me, I watched a whole 26 episode anime in one day. That's how good it was.
What
the fuck?
I haven't done that since Steins Gate, man.
The irresponsible Captain Tyler. It's about this space captain. This dude. It's an old one, like made in the 90s.
Mm-hmm.
This guy, this giant space army's at war. This guy joins the war because he wants an easy life.
Put me in the war.
Yeah. And anyways, he messes, like, he's just the luckiest guy in the show. Like, all his shit is explained by he's just lucky.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the thing. Okay.
Yeah, and so he, like, shit happens. He gets promoted to captain of a spaceship, and everyone's like, fuck this captain, he's stupid. And then he just blows up a whole fucking fleet, and they're like, never mind, this captain's a god.
That's it.
And then it's really funny. It's like kind of like whoa. It's like a spaceship slice of lifey kind of
Slice of life.
Classic anime, man.
No, it is. They got this whole everyone. There's a little bit of love story going on that you can ignore because it doesn't really do much to the plot. But
Yeah, it's just there.
it's there.
Yeah.
But it's a good comedy / space. It's like a space opera, but without the opera part.
So
It's
space.
just a space.
Just
Space comedy.
Space.
Yeah.
That reminded me, speaking of slice of life spaceship.
Yes, Ned.
Last weekend when I was up at OSU hanging out with some friends, me and my friend Will Schnicky sat down and just purely based on the title and knowing nothing about the show, we read the description, we're just like, okay, we're watching this. And we watched the first episode of a little anime
Welcome up, Pika.
called Girls on Panzer.
Girls on Panzer?
Und Panzer. I think it's
Yeah.
supposed to be German.
It's weird. That's
It
what I know
is
about it.
a slice of life anime about these 3 girls joining a martial arts club at their high school.
It's just like Dragon Ball.
But the martial arts club is called like Shoto or something, some stupid ass name like that.
Shoto.
And it's tank craft. It's they all get in a tank together, and it's like they use like paint shells, and they like compete against other schools.
What? That's legendary.
But the reveal is it's so fucking stupid, and the animation's not very good because they 3D animate all the tanks, but like all the like characters are just still regular like
so
2D anime.
Goofy.
Yeah.
But the final reveal, the last shot of the last episode, they're like, they joined the club, like, we're gonna do it, we made it in. Gonna fucking tank all over these motherfuckers. Camera zooms out. Super long shot, like they dedicate like a good like 2-3 minutes to this crazy like landscape shot at the end of the episode as it's like the credits are rolling.
Mm-hmm.
Zoom out, zoom out, zoom out. Wait, what's that right at the very end? Zooms out so far. Turns out they've been on a giant aircraft carrier this whole time with dirt all over the top of it, and like towns built on it, and like a city built on it, and each school is its own aircraft carrier, and they like park the aircraft carriers next to each other, and like that's how they like meet up with other schools and have battles.
But just nobody knows? Or they like find out?
They just never mention it the whole first episode.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's absurd, dude. But yeah.
So slice of life on a ship.
Slice of life.
That's spacecraft.
Craft.
But
What? There's an anime that I've been watching, and I think everybody here's seen it.
what?
Steins Gate.
Players on
is-
you just started.
You did tell me you were watching that.
Yeah, I'm like, I have a few episodes left, but it is so good.
It's great.
Pass me that.
Yeah.
But, dude, that show is fucking good.
Yeah, like it just has kept me like just so interested the entire time.
It's painful.
I don't really want to go too much into it because it kind of show where.
How far are you in it?
I think we can talk Steins Gate spoilers if we do a clap.
Yeah.
I mean,
This is a show that needs the claps.
Yeah, Steins Gate is like
Steins Gate clap.
the whole
There's
thing.
the Steins Gate clap.
Spoilers abound now.
So the last episode I watched was when
Keep going.
was when they find out, or it's with the part-time warrior, and they have to fix the time machine that she bought. So and it's like the big like backstory thing where you're learning about the part-time warrior and like her whole thing is she's been trying to find a dad. Then you finally like find out that like who her dad is, and it's just like a huge wow moment, and it was so epic. Daru-chan!
Oh my god. That was nasty, man. You mind if I just throw that out there?
Yeah,
So
so
this. I gotta start drinking.
that's the anime I've been watching as of recently. And it has kept me quite entertained, I'll tell you what.
What's happening here?
That show's so good.
Yeah, crazy.
Fucking Steins Gate is a tits, man. It's so funny. And the characters are so lovable.
It's
and
great.
It
Like,
really is.
Especially like just the future laboratory people are so great.
Daru is just so legendary.
Great. The perverted gentleman.
Perverted,
that's most fun.
ultimate neckbeard.
Yeah, I love it. Dude, yeah, Daru's fucking awesome.
You got something on your.
That's not.
I feel a lot better.
So for this Thanksgiving season, before the podcast, I asked everyone to pick a game that they were most thankful for in their life, or at least a game they're very thankful for. Leave that out here.
It's heavy.
I guess I can go first. I picked my game. Classic, absolute classic, totally stood the test of time. 20 years old this year.
Mm-hmm.
Age of Empires 2, Age of Kings.
That's your favorite? Or most thankful?
game.
I'm very thankful. Over the last year or two of my life, I've been incredibly thankful for that game.
Yeah.
I think legitimately some of my favorite, especially multiplayer, video game memories of all time have come from that game.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, talking about a game of Age of Empires 2 that like we have together, it like the conversation you have about it reminds me a lot about like when you're talking about like a D&D session. You're just like, oh, like I did this and like this crazy thing happened. Like, what were you doing over there that whole time? Like, you know, you only have your perspective of this crazy huge game where people are literally like moving armies and stuff around the board.
Yeah, no. And, yeah, I mean,
Totally stands up to this day. I mean, the graphics are like the tail end of pixel art. Like the tail end of pixel art when they looked their best for pixel art. And like I think they had 3D games at that point, but I think they made the smart decision to go with the pixel art still because for some reason it just seems way more responsive to me and like fast. Like there's never any like latency or anything. And like even when you play some of the like Battle for Middle Earth or like Age of Mythology, a lot of like 3D RTS games have just a weird move. The movement feels a little weird to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little clunky, a little like slow. I don't know.
The newest XCOMs did it. The new XCOM games did it real well, though. I think XCOM Enemy Unknown and 2.
But yeah, but those are turn based.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh yeah, we're thinking of R2. But bananas are in my brain.
Banana brains. All right, so
I do agree though that I mean the XCOM games are fucking awesome, dude.
yeah.
But that's a whole other discussion.
Yeah.
Another can of worms.
Yeah.
No.
But
no.
I love Age. Do you guys? I mean,
I
you guys. What do you guys? We love opinions verified.
yeah,
It's
we
a
love
great
that,
game.
baby.
I'm very thankful for that game.
Okay, my game. Minecraft. Minecraft.
Legendary. And how old is Minecraft? When did Minecraft first-
Very old.
I believe it came out when I was in 5th grade. So that
Somewhere
is
around there.
9 years.
All I know is I've been playing it since
That's
like
9 years.
That's crazy.
2000.
So
2000.
Seems like 3 years ago.
Yeah,
It's just been, the thing is, it's been so popular for so long.
Yeah, it's been so popular.
You always think of it as like, oh, that game must have come out pretty recently because it's still so popular.
It was so popular before it even came out.
Exactly.
Like,
it was
that
a
thing
beta
was in beta for like
fucking long.
years, like 4 years or something crazy.
The thing is, the continued updates just keep giving it more and more content, better. It just extends the lifetime of the game, so that the game will never die ever as long as they're giving it updates. That's just a fact.
Yeah, the updates are pretty big. Where it changes.
Great.
Shit.
Yeah,
They just did sea biomes.
Yeah, they
right?
just update 1.13, the aquatic update. They added buried treasure.
Wow.
Made tons of different types of
Shipwrecks, I think, are a
oceans,
big thing, yeah.
shipwrecks, zombies that spawn in the water.
Can they attack you in the water?
Yeah,
That's fucked up.
Wait, the zombies spawn? Are they like different than regular zombies, or do they?
They're just literally zombies, but they swim.
Okay.
They look different too. They have a different model.
Yeah.
And they have an update 1.14 that's coming out soon, which is a village overhaul. They're completely redoing all the villages, giving them different architecture for different biomes. I think they're adding what are called pillagers, which are basically bandits that raid the villages.
Oh, pillagers.
It's
and
not.
villagers.
Yeah, it's
That'd
called a
be a
pillage
good,
village
like, D&D
update.
knockoff, man.
It's
Pillagers and villagers.
Yeah, it's great. And
Copyright that. No viewers can use it.
Yeah, that's ours, bitch.
We followed a vet.
no, Pillage and Village is the actual update name.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Copyright it.
Microsoft. It's ours.
You,
You
Microsoft.
stole that.
You saw us come up with it here on our own.
Anyways, no one actually knows when the pillagers come or what spawns them or their conditions.
No one
But
knows.
they ride big ass rhinoceros looking things.
So it's like
And they look
Avatar.
so cool.
It's Avatar style.
Yeah, they look so cool. They're also completely overhauling the Taiga biome. Thank you. We needed that.
What biome is that?
Taiga.
The spruce trees and
Yeah,
shit.
the snowy forest.
And they're gonna overhaul the
Not
Taiga,
accurate anymore.
something else, and the deserts. I forget which, but they each are getting overhauled in an update.
By overhaul, they're just changing the look of it.
They're changing the whole. We don't know the specifics, but they're saying, yeah, this biome's pretty boring. We're gonna make it cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's cool for sure.
And
but they're just adding so much shit in all the biomes.
What they did was at Minecon, they told people like, okay, we're overhauling these 3 biomes. When do you want them? Like, what do you want first? What do you want second? What do you want third? And they did a poll at Minecon, and that's how they decided the order, which is the perfect way to do it.
No, yeah, definitely. Like, why do we
Just
play
straight
like
up
that?
asking the fans.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
See, they listen to their fans on like Bethesda.
They made Blizzard, dude.
Dude, we can't get back to the Fallout.
Blizzard.
I could straight up talk about Fallout for
I
hours,
watched that
dude.
video. You guys seen that video?
The
of Blizzard?
Diablo Immortals.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking hilarious.
It's actually really fucking hilarious. You guys don't have phones?
Yeah.
Oh, have you seen one where a dude asked, "Is this a late April or an out of season April
That
Fool's
guy's a
joke?"
fucking
Yeah,
legend.
and then they're just like, nope, this is a real game. And they're just like so awkward. You're just like, fuck you guys.
Apparently, the dude got the idea for that one. He asked 4chan. They're like, "Ask if it's an April Fool's joke." He's like, "Okay."
Oh, 4chan.
Yeah, 4chan told him to do it.
Bloody legend.
That's awesome. Yeah.
But yeah, Minecraft. I'm very thankful for that. Been playing it basically my whole life. I still play it all the time. There we
I can
go.
confirm have dumped hundreds of hours into Minecraft.
Thousands for me.
I mean, Minecraft
Easily.
is like so good. It's just a classic. Like I want to do anything else, but like
RPG?
keep my hands busy.
Yeah.
You know, like you can listen to a book, listen to an album, well, listen to pretty much anything.
the HobbyistPodcast.
You
do
can
that.
watch shows if you have 2 screens.
Yeah.
It's very easy to like watch something while you're playing Minecraft.
Like watching this. Go
Like
boot up
watching this
Minecraft while
podcast.
watching this.
Yeah.
Go boot up Minecraft right
Do it
now.
right now.
Play
Fucking
Minecraft.
Or
Not send us
you're
money,
dead.
please.
Grow up.
We need money.
I love Minecraft.
For me, though, the game I'm really thankful for, I think, is Halo, but Halo 3 specifically.
Classic. Oh.
Like, I don't think I would be the online gamer
Joy.
than I am today if it wasn't for Halo 3 specifically. Like, that was the first game I was like, man, I want to be good at Halo.
What a great start, too. Starting off with Halo 3, like...
Yeah,
Halo 3.
yeah. I mean, the multiplayer is just so fucking fun for that. But that was, and honestly, the story mode's really good.
Yeah. Totally competent story.
Something FPSs should be looking at and saying, hey, that had a great story. Let's do that. And they're like, fuck it.
Yeah.
It's just an example of a good story. Doesn't have to like totally like change the world or anything. It's just a nice story. It's not cringy.
Yeah, no,
like that alone makes it better than most first-person shooter stories.
It's fucking cringy. But, yeah, that's pretty much it for me. My thankful game that I can't get enough of, but I'm thankful for
The
that.
thankful gamer.
What's your favorite Halo map in the history of the franchise? Go. And why is it Valhalla?
If I'm not allowed to say Valhalla,
No, why is it Valhalla? Obviously, Valhalla is the
Okay.
best map in the franchise.
I disagree.
Well, that's my opinion. I'm going to be defending Fallout or Valhalla.
Yeah.
Brawlhalla.
Oh, bro.
Defending Fallout.
What? I mean, I guess it's pretty perfectly symmetrical and great. That's it.
That makes sense.
That's I mean,
Yeah,
Halo's an arena shooter.
Thank you,
Symmetrical
Kyle.
maps. Oh, yeah, we can. Spoilers are over for Science Gate.
Yeah. Nope. We just
They're
did.
still out.
Wow, what do you mean? Did we ever? You just watched it happen, man.
Yeah.
I saw it.
Jesus.
Okay, so the game I'm thankful for.
Wait, I thought we were going to talk about Halo maps.
Okay.
No.
Valhalla, best map in
map.
the game.
Fuck you, Spire's better from Halo Reach.
Ooh.
Spire's good.
Spire's a
Spire
good
is
one.
Not better.
The problem with Spire's outside of the invasion game mode,
It's
like half of that map
it's
is
too big.
unused.
That is
Yeah.
true.
If you're not
Like
playing
the-
Invasion.
That is true.
Any other game mode is only underneath the spire, and there's just like a random chance that you get spawned
So
not
far
under
away.
the spire, and it's just like, why the fuck am I
But
here?
then you spawn right next to the Banshee.
True, they'll fucking
No, yeah.
obnoxious. Yeah, except for it's only because it's Halo. It's only there like a third of the time,
Yeah.
and that's like good odds.
Yeah. It's not bad.
Okay, go,
Yeah,
Andrew.
see it
I just
The
want to
game
talk
I'm
about
thankful
Spire.
for. This is less of like one of like my favorite games of all time, and more just like I think about it, I'm like, yeah, I'm very thankful for that game. But Spore. Yeah. I know there's some controversy with that one. But I was like a kid when it came out. I heard it had like a No Man's Sky kind of thing going for it. But just like for what it is, I love that game. And especially as a kid, I remember playing the fuck out of it. And it was great.
Yeah, because we didn't know about the controversy. We were just like, oh, this game's fun.
Yeah, I was like, I had friends that were super hyped for it, but I wasn't one of those people. So when it
Yeah.
came out, I was just like, oh, this is a dope little game for middle school Nick. I was super into it.
I like, yeah. So, Spore, thank you.
What's your favorite stage?
Creature.
Really? Creature?
Oh,
Yeah, Creature.
Yeah.
I'd say Creature or Space Stage.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm with
Space
Nick.
is fun.
Space is
Space is
very
But
fun.
Creature was my favorite because I would just like always spec into wings and then just go and murder everything.
That's
fly
true.
around murdering everything. It was great.
Yeah.
Space, I just love flying around. It's like, it's got the Stellaris feel to it, but not confusing.
Yeah.
OG Stellaris.
It was definitely the most like intricate part of that game.
Yeah,
Space by a
that's
mile.
why I liked
Yeah,
it the
that's
most, because it
fair.
had the most to it, because it's the end game.
I mean,
Like,
yeah, it
you
was the
want-
only part where they really expected you to dump more than like 4 hours into it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I thought it was. Yeah, the space one was definitely fun, but Creature one just.
That's
loved
fair.
it.
Creature was
Loved it.
real fun making those weird ass creations.
And then there was
Yeah.
that weird lull from a gameplay loop sense of you go from tribal to city, but like it's still an RTS.
Yeah, it's
yeah, it's like, oh, it's an
Yeah.
RTS game, and then it updates and it's still an
you
RTS
have
game.
more
There you
stuff.
go.
Yeah.
Well,
I agree.
there was that one expansion pack, that the DLC thing called forget what it was called. It was like Galactic Adventures. That's what it was called.
Yeah.
Any
I
of
don't-
that, Uncle D.
Yeah, I got that and I dumped hours and hours and hours and hours, more than the actual base game, into just playing those missions people would make and making my own missions. It was so fun. And Galactic Adventures is great because
Yeah, Galactic Adventures is fun.
you just, if you don't want to make a storyline, you play one. Like, what's better than that?
No, yeah.
Yeah,
I
they're
agree.
just like a shit ton of storylines you can choose from.
And then you get like different upgrades and different stuff for your people or your dude. I think there's like something like that. Can't remember too much. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, I mean, if Kyle's able to be thankful for something.
Yeah, Kyle, what are you thankful for?
Great timing, guys. So my game is. I've never really been hooked into story mode games very often. I'm more of
I understand it.
an online kind of guy. And so I'm always trying to rack up the KD. But the one story game that really hooked me, and we already talked about it a little bit, was
76.
You fucking
Dude.
loved it, man.
just talking to people in that game, man. It went so well. So no, the game is OG Dark Souls 1.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Dude,
good.
That game is so fucking fun. Like, it just purely gameplay wise, that game is
I still remember
so
my first year of college coming back home from class, and you were on the couch, Paul, you're playing it, and I had never seen it before. And I was like, all right, what is this? Because medieval stuff really just gets my gourd.
Yeah.
And
Really tickles your fancy.
oh yeah, so he was like, oh yeah, Dark Souls, and you got me started on it, and then that whole Christmas break I spent just playing it, going into NG Plus, trying to get all the achievements, and it was like the most fun I've ever had with a game.
You platinumed OG Dark Souls?
Yeah,
Aren't like half the achievements in that game literally just like upgrade this weapon all the way
getting
this
all
way?
the
Like,
special
I'm gonna-
upgrades and stuff, you get
jeez.
to collect all the slabs. Like it was work, but it was fun.
Hey, Nick,
So that's what I'm thankful for.
You remember when you came over that one weekend? Your parents went out of town for something, and you guys stayed at our place, and you brought Dark Souls, and we just played Dark Souls all weekend.
I've had so many weekends of my life that were all Dark
That was,
Souls.
I remember that was the first time I ever played Dark Souls. I think you and Omar actually went to do camp, to do epilepsy camp, and actually it was just me and Danny. We just played Dark Souls for 48
Dude,
hours.
that game
straight.
is so awesome.
48 hours.
So awesome.
Easy.
What a fucking just amazing idea for a game.
Yeah.
I mean, really.
It
It's
is
so good.
executed
Yeah.
perfectly,
Yeah.
too.
What's cooler than carrying around a big ass greatsword that goes through the fucking ground?
Yeah, it goes to the fucking
I do like everything about it.
But yeah,
It's great.
Dark Souls.
we're
Can't get
thankful.
any better.
Very thankful.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we can move into the later segments of our show.
Late nights.
The late nights, where people send us little questions and we answer them. So I'm going to load up our email. Once again, if you want to email, get your questions read by us. HobbyistPodcast@gmail.com. Send them in. We'll answer them. We'll tell you the truth. We'll tell you what you need to know, what you want to know. So first off, we got one for Papa J. Whoa, didn't see that coming.
Jay.
Papa JJ.
Papa J. Hey boys, it's Papa J. Kind of random short question. If you were animals, what animals would you be? You could also transform back into a human and have one of the animal's features.
So like
Interesting.
the devil fruit Zoan types from One Piece.
I've never seen One Piece.
That's exactly what they are, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Off the cusp, armadillo. So I can roll up in a ball and roll around Samus style.
Interesting.
Samus style, that's it for me.
Andrew?
Mine would probably be a rhino, and
Okay.
then out of a fucking huge horn. Just to maul people with.
Alright.
Rhinos are badass.
Rhinos, hell yeah. Kyle?
I'd probably go squirrel. Just hang out in the trees all day, picking up nuts. That's all I need.
Yeah, I
really.
love nuts.
Al does love nuts.
Yeah. Alright.
That'd be one of those giant tortoises that lives for like 300 years.
Oh, dude.
That's what I would take, and I guess I could transform into a giant tortoise whenever I wanted.
No, yeah, that's
Oh.
definitely good ass power.
Definitely would choose a fucking peregrine falcon so I could be the fastest fucking creature. And then just have, in my human form, I just have big ass wing arms that I just fly around scaring people with.
That's it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
All right, Papa J.
Thanks, Papa
You
J.
know it. Let's see. We got two more actually. Holy shit! This one's long. Here we go. This one's from another J. It just says J. Nothing more.
J.
Nothing best.
Just J is in the letter J.
J.
Would you cannibalize someone to survive on a stranded island, knowing that there's a 25% chance to rescue/survive if you eat the corpse, but guaranteed death if you don't eat it?
Only 25% chance if you eat them.
No.
Yeah, I'd eat it. I mean, I'd take any chance at that
25
point,
better than
man.
zero.
No, I'm gonna have to say no. I'm a man of my principles.
All right.
Principally, you don't eat people.
Yeah, that's gross.
I mean, I'd do it. It's just they're gonna
If
die.
I'm-
Anyways.
If I'm like definitely gonna die,
Oh,
well,
lordy.
I guess there's 25% chance right now. I think I could maybe pull it off right now. Eat them. I think I could do that.
yeah.
That's
Tastes
my take.
disgusting, man.
I thought it tasted good, honestly.
It was pretty good.
It tastes just like bananas.
Banana surprise, baby.
Yeah,
Oh, lordy.
but yeah, I'm doing it. I'm fucking eating some humanes.
Yeah, I'd definitely eat a human to survive. There we go.
Well, if you think about it this way,
I am Han Taomi. Matter of the universe.
I want to die.
I want to feel the
That's
black
so
ichor.
Yeah, there's one from. Oh, there you can read that one, Finn.
hardcore.
Oh my god.
It's from out here.
Oh.
There we go.
All right. This one is from Michael.
What up, Mike? What up, Mike?
Hey, Mike.
Good to see you.
Okay, so this one is what is everybody's if you were a furry, what kind of furry would you be?
We basically had that question.
Yeah, we kind of
Yeah,
had
we
that.
kinda
But we're
did.
furries.
Furries are different. Furries are different.
Okay. My furry is.
Ooh,
Oh
good
shit! I want to be a raccoon. I think a raccoon's like a powerful furry.
one. Yeah.
Like you can survive some shit, dude.
Dude, I'd be a wolfkin for sure.
Wolfkin.
Dude, I would probably just be a rat so I could eat garbage.
No, you're a furry. You just dress up as this animal.
Oh, you're just
Yeah, but you kind of get
Yeah.
some power.
Do you get furry powers?
I
Do
don't think furries have
powers.
The only power they have is
Furries.
stupidity.
Email in if you're a furry
And
watching
they're
this.
Yiffin.
Yeah, they're horny as fuck. You
They
get
are horny.
horniness.
Okay, I would probably be a dragonkin then.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Well, you, Kyle. What's your furry of choice?
I'd probably go squirrel for the same reason I would choose to be a squirrel. Nuts.
Yeah, you just fucking love that.
love nuts. Nut lover.
But yeah. Nick, what's your take?
I'm good.
No, what furry would you be?
Fox. 20th century fox.
A horny little fox. I like it.
Horde dog. Horde fox.
Ooh.
Watching you do that is going to make me throw up again.
Ooh. I don't know if I can.
Damn.
Oh, this iron trap. They didn't let anything out.
This was not a good mid-podcast snack.
It tasted kind of good, though.
Actually, we might be able to keep this one down.
No, let it all out.
Let it rip.
Let it rip, dude.
I can't. It comes when it comes, man.
It's coming.
Oh, I did wash that down.
Hey,
Shit.
that's not the trash can.
Yeah, get it in the trash can, dude.
I'm good. That's all.
That's a good one. Hell, dude.
Oh yeah, coming right up.
Get
The
that
nose.
cam in there. Show what's coming.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Look at that. That's a banana surprise right there.
the Hobbyist Podcast.
We're the hobbyists, boys.
Hobbyist. Greatest podcast ever. Are you fucking kidding me?